Sometimes it's just all about managing your perceptions. Know the kind of movie that you're going into. A direct-to-video action movie starring Bruce Willis, Cole Hauser and Shawn Ashmore kind of lets you know what you're in for. And if you don't go into this expecting something super fantastic, something to break the mold, something to break out the genre, then you're not going to be too disappointed. It's an action movie that delivers on the action. Yes, you may have to leave your brain at the door while watching this thing. That's not entirely a bad thing though, is it? The story revolves around this McGregor brothers family. These three brothers whose youngest brother is getting married to this woman who is kidnapped on her bachelorette party. She's kidnapped by this group of human traffickers who normally pick women that won't really be missed, but unfortunately this time round they've picked on the wrong family, and two of the brothers are trained military operatives who seem to have a small arsenal at hand and the willingness to do whatever it takes to get their brother's fiancée back. Also in the picture is Bruce Willis's cop Avery, who is investigating a slew of women who are vanishing or being dumped after ODing on drugs, because that's how they get them hooked before selling them on. And that's pretty much all you have. You've got the generic bad guys as well, but they don't really need to be there. They're naughty, they do particularly bad things, and we want them to get their comeuppance throughout the movie. It's advertised as a Bruce Willis picture, but he's not really in it too much, and depending what mood you're in, that might not mean too much to you, because sometimes Bruce Willis can just phone it in ever too much. Here, he's in a couple of key scenes in the police headquarters and he appears later on in the movie. Other than that, it's basically a story about these McGregor brothers and how they want to get their younger sibling's fiancée back. It has quite a few action set pieces that I found to be quite exhilarating and fun to watch. They're shot very well, they're not shaky cam, you can actually tell what's going on. The logistical way that it's set out is pretty good, and the action is exciting. It's exhilarating, it's suspenseful, tense-filled, and it is fun to watch, and there is plenty of action set pieces. Once it starts, they tend to roll on every now and again. You have the fiancée who's been kidnapped, but she's not some damsel in distress. She knows how to handle herself, and she manages to get away from the captors a couple of times, but because of contrivance's sake and to keep the story rolling, she ends up back in their possession and the thing just keeps rolling again. The plot is fairly simple, but it keeps the runtime short and it doesn't let it get too boring by keeping the action set pieces coming one after another. It makes the bad guys one that you're willing to see them get dispatched in horrible manners, hopefully. Like I said, the action set pieces, the way that the guys work, the ex-army men, are particularly nice to watch and fun-filled. I actually became interested in the characters. I wanted to see how they were going to deal with the situation, but there is no real weight behind it. You don't feel that the lead characters are going to die at any point, which is a bit of a misstep because, well, you may have to watch the movie to find out for yourself, but not everybody makes it through this in one piece. There is some jumps in logic that you just have to take with the movie. The younger sibling, who seems to never have handled a gun in his life before, gets what seems like a 5-minute training course, and then the next minute he's out with an assault rifle just taking people out left, right and centre as if he's been a trained operative all his life. But still, it doesn't matter. Because like I said, you don't need to have your brain engaged to watch this movie. This is definitely snacks, beers, friends, throw it on, tune in and out when you want, and you'll get some enjoyment out of it. It's not the greatest movie ever, it's far from the worst. It's a fairly capable action movie that delivers on the action. Sure, the plot's a little bit silly, sure, some of the acting's not fantastic, but some of it's good, and the action's terrific, and it's well staged and well shot, and I had a lot of fun watching this movie. It's not going to break the mould of action movies, but if you're stuck for something to watch, this will do the trick. I gave Acts of Violence 2.5 out of 5, worth checking out. This is available to stream on video on demand services as of the 30th of March, this Friday, and you'll be able to pick it up on DVD on the 2nd of April if that's your format of choosing. Let me know in the comment box below what you thought of Acts of Violence, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.